Globally, 640 million people are projected to suffer with diabetes by 2030. This number will shoot up to 780 million people by 2045. Diabetes is spreading like wildfire, and one of the reasons for this is the diet that people consume. In this video, I'm going to tell you about 5 foods which will help you control your blood sugar levels. But before I tell you about those 5 foods, let me tell you the reasons why I am choosing these 5 foods. The first one is that they are low in calories. The second one is that they are high in fiber. And the third one is that they have low glycemic load. Glycemic load is basically a measure of the amount of carbohydrates that a particular food has and how quickly they will get converted into glucose. Also, I want to make it very clear that the list of foods that can help you with your blood glucose levels does not end with these foods. I am only talking about these foods because they are very easily accessible to majority of the population. Now, before we move forward, may I please ask you to hit the like and the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any future videos of mine. Now, let's talk about the 5 foods. The first one is green leafy vegetables. Well, before you create a diet plan, you must remember that you should only include foods that are easily accessible for you. And green leafy vegetables are easily accessible to everyone all around the world. They are excellent sources of vitamins, minerals, they are low in calories and they are low in carbohydrates. So you can include green leafy vegetables like spinach, cabbage, kale, to name a few. They will help you in controlling your blood sugar levels in a great way. The second one is whole grains. Now, a lot of you may say that we need to cut down on carbs. Yes, that is true, because if we want to control the blood glucose levels, then we need to reduce carbs. But the carbs that we really need to cut down from the diet are simple carbs like bread, donuts, or any processed food that is high in carbohydrates. You also don't need to make your low carb diet a no carb diet, because that's just going to be very difficult for you and it's not going to be practical and sustainable for you in the long term. So you must understand that your diet should be practical, it should be sustainable for a long period of time, because if you want to see some good health results, then you should be able to stick to your diet for a decently long amount of time. Another thing that you must understand is that if you're working out or if you have an active lifestyle, then carbs will actually be helping you in a huge way, because the primary role of carbs is to provide you with a lot of energy. So add sources of complex carbs like barley, quinoa, brown rice, ragi, any kind of millets basically. They are high in fiber and they have low glycemic load. Low glycemic load will basically help you avoid any sort of spikes in the blood glucose levels, and that's exactly what you want as a diabetic patient. The third one is beans. Beans are a decent source of complex carbs and they're good for diabetics. They also have low glycemic index, which basically does not lead to spike in blood glucose levels. They are easily available, so include beans like soybeans, chickpeas, and beans, to name a few. The next point is omega-3 fatty acids. Well, omega-3 fatty acids are excellent for reducing inflammation markers and improving insulin sensitivity. You can get your omega-3 from foods like tuna fish, salmon, or you can also get them from vegetarian sources like walnuts and flax seeds. If you do not have access to any of these, you can also just supplement them with the help of omega-3 capsules. The next point is about nuts and seeds. So nuts and seeds like almonds, chia seeds, flax seeds, they are great sources of fiber. They are low in carbohydrates and they're also are great sources of healthy fats and protein, which basically help you in regulating your blood glucose levels, reducing your inflammation levels in the body, and also prevent any sort of heart diseases which are associated with diabetes. Besides the diet, you should also focus on exercising on a regular basis, as exercising is a great way to controlling your blood glucose levels. Now, there are other few methods which will help you in controlling your blood glucose levels. Some of them are walking for about 15 minutes, post 15 minutes of each meal. The second one is to avoid feasting in any specific meal. Third one is maintain a healthy lifestyle, by playing a sport or taking stairs on a regular basis or walking for about 8,000 steps on an everyday basis. I have also created another video on diabetes. Please watch it here. If you've liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family in your WhatsApp groups. I will see you in the next video. Until then, eat well, sleep tight, move more, and get some sunshine.